great. Come back senior year. This obviously wasn't ideal, right? Being here for 4 years and then coming back and being in a quarterback battle, but felt like I got a lot better because of it, and I thought the situation was handled really well. But it's nice to be able to look forward and start to prepare for Arizona.
How is your birthday?
Today's my birthday. 26 years old. I don't know. We got football, and birthday in fall camp is not really much of a birthday. But my wife, she bought me a bunch of presents, and she'll spoil me.
So when did they tell you that you would get started? Yesterday or
last week?
Last week.
Does it make all the rehab that much sweeter to know you did all you're supposed to do, and now you kind of got rewarded, and you don't realize the work starts? Like all the stuff you went through to start on the play.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this injury, like I've said, since day one, has been so different than other ones I've been through, and so it is nice to be on the backside of it, to look back at the things that I've gone through, and now about a year out of surgery and feeling really good and healthy and ready to go, and now getting the nod going into Arizona. It's a little bittersweet, and it's fun to look back and see everything I've been through.
How much have the reps changed in practice since you've been named starter?
A lot. I'd say I probably got 80% of the reps.
How confident do you feel with the offense at this point?
Very confident. Today we sat down together and put together our script, and we started piecing everything together for Arizona, and we'll start to rep those. And Coach Detmer has a really good idea of what I like now, and like I said, we'll start to put all that stuff together and make sure everyone else is comfortable with it, and get ready to go.
Is the offense kind of stretched what you want to do and what you can do as a quarterback?
I would say this offense is when you think from a quarterback, when you think of like an offense, right? Growing up, this is what it is, right? You understand it, you're dropping back, you're making reads, and you're throwing the ball, and you get to the line of scrimmage, and you're making checks at the line of scrimmage, and so this is what I grew up thinking I was going to be playing as a quarterback. So it's a very fun offense to be in. We've added some nuances to the offense that kind of fit my skill set and will make us harder to defend.
Talk about talking to Tanner after after you guys found out what the decision was going to be.
Yeah, Tanner and I spoke to Tanner afterwards, and Tanner's super supportive, and Tanner and I have been good friends through this whole thing, and I think him and I both were able to help each other get better as we went through this process, and it's great to have a guy like Tanner on the sideline. Last year and the year before, I'd come off the sideline, and then first guy I'd go to was the backup quarterback, right? Because he'd know the plays. He would look at things that I wasn't looking at, and we would kind of converse. And so I'm excited to be able to work with him that way, and I felt only love and support from him through this whole thing.
Connie was saying that Ty has really helped you with your mechanics, and rather than muscle the ball and make sure your feet are set and everything. How much better have you been through working with Ty?
Yeah, I think mechanically, Coach Detmer and I haven't done a whole lot different there, but what we have worked on has been a lot of footwork stuff. So this is a different offense than what I'm used to, and so the footwork's a little bit different. And so that's where Ty and I have gotten together, and we've really stressed that. And so my feet of what takes me through my progressions and my reads, and that part of it has been really helpful, and certainly helps in accuracy and getting the ball out on time.
So when you play against Arizona, will there be anything holding you back, whether it's mentally or physically?
No, nothing.
You've been able to put all that stuff behind you?
Yes, so it's all behind me. I've been through this 3 times, and I'll tell you, for me, from a mental standpoint, all I needed to hear was my doctor telling me that I'm healed, I'm healthy, and I'm good to go. And so I've gotten that the 3 different times, and so when I've gone out and played, it hasn't been a thought of mine at all.
There was an article earlier about the injury you suffered and how you focused on some specific muscle groups, trying to make sure, avoid re-injury. You feel like that's helped just as far as the confidence level and working on some of those things?
Yeah, I think so. I've stressed and literally have exhausted every effort to get and stay healthy. And I would say at this point, where previously everything was about getting healthy, And I would say this offseason has been more about maintaining my health and for the long run and for the season. And so those are the things that I've really focused on, and I've seen different guys to help try to accomplish that. And I feel really good. But you know, at the end of the day, it's football, so you never know what's going to happen.
How does this level of talent on the offense compare to the other levels of talent that you've quarterbacked?
I think we're just as good. Yeah, I don't think there's any drop-offs at any position. I do think you know, the style of offense that we're playing will allow us to be a little bit better in terms of we don't have to rotate as much as we have traditionally in the past. So our starters and our main guys will be able to take the majority of the reps, where the previous seasons haven't been that way because we went so fast, no huddle and things like that, where we were forced to rotate. I don't think that'll be the case this year.
How comfortable do you feel with your offensive line at this point?
Great, love those guys. Louis has been back the last couple of days, which has been really nice. I think Louis is a good leader there, and he's really stepped up into that role, and he's helped us up front for sure. Tijon's been really solid, and Andrew Ides stepped in and has done a really good job. So I feel really good with those guys. We just got to maintain our health and make sure that we can last the season. Thanks, guys.